What's going on, fellow troops? My name is Xavvo and welcome back to a brand new video. It's been a while, guys. I haven't been posting a lot over here, obviously, because of all the Halloween shit, and I do apologize for that. So, here we are with a brand new video, and in today's video, I'm actually going to be doing kind of the conclusive second part to the two videos I did earlier this year, which was unlocking Polyatomic on the guns in this game, and the other video was unlocking Orion on all the weapons in this game. Now, instead of doing two separate videos like I did for that one, I felt like it would probably just make more sense to do one video that kind of just wraps up both grinds in one, because there is about 20 odd guns I have done since that video that have come out, obviously, over the seasons that we have, finished these camos for, so I figured why not just do both in one video. Last time, obviously, I wanted to make two separate videos because they were two different camo grinds, but it kind of didn't work too well because both of them were exactly the same as each other. It was just a different camo for the videos. So in this case, we're going to do both of them in one. So for this video, we are going to get 20 kills from behind with the dual camas. If you don't know, the dual camas, if you unlock them in the order I did, which I think most people will based off the battle pass order, it's actually the final weapon this season for Season 6, which is also the final weapon in the game in general. I have heard some, like rumors of there being another set of guns that may drop at some point that were like leaked early in Modern Warfare 2's files, literally when the game was coming out, but they haven't been confirmed, and as far as it's looking, I don't think they're going to drop for this game, let's be real. And even if they do, it's not a big deal, because as you guys will probably know, with other videos I've done in the past where I've, finished off a camo grind, called it an end and said this is the final gun. After those videos, I end up having like 2 or 3 more weapons that just drop post year 1 that just, basically say, hey, I've got more guns to do, which I do obviously do off camera, but I never make a video about them because it doesn't really warrant a whole video. But it has happened with Cold War and, of course, Modern Warfare 2019, where we've had, additional guns added after my final video. So in this case, it's pretty much looking like this is going to be it for this game, because we have got Modern Warfare 3 actually dropping just around the corner, so I'm super excited for that, actually. I'm really looking forward to it. Can people stop fucking killing me face on? That would be nice. I just want to get, like, my simple behind kills, please. 11 I've got to do. That's one. I got one, I think. I don't know if that was 2 or 1. I'm pretty sure that was 1. I'm also still kind of like finishing off the haunting event, so they have literally got the souls thing still in. Obviously, there's about 2 days left on this event. I don't know if I'm going to get the camo or not. There is a camo. I don't think I'd ever be able to make a video on it, because I think I said this in a live stream I did the other day, but I don't think it would be, possible to get the camo from this event and make a video on it by the time it ends. Like, people just wouldn't be looking up that video because the event will be over by then. So it would be kind of pointless of me making a video talking about should you go for the camo and whatnot. So I just figured if I get it, I get it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to force myself to get it, and I'm not going to, probably get a video about it. But if I do get it, then, cool, I guess. He's calling me a knob, but I'm playing the fucking game. That makes perfect sense, Chief. Maybe I should just kill him more, just for calling me a knob. I don't know if some of these will count as backstabbers, because if you don't really get them on the back, it's not really a backstabber kill. Like, some of these are going to be like side kills, so it's not exactly very useful. No. Pinching my kills. I think that was a backstabber, because he just turned his back. No. I don't know if this will be my final Modern Warfare 2 video, actually, come to think of it. Well, final being, like, not the concrete final video, but I feel like the final until maybe I make a return video someday. I don't know, like, it probably will be, because, come to think of it, I've not really been posting Modern Warfare 2 over Halloween, I haven't really been playing it. Obviously, I did the Warzone 2.0, which is technically Modern Warfare 2 haunting event, and I covered the update for it, but I haven't done a ton of content for this game, simply because I know that Modern Warfare 3 is around the corner. It's a better version of the game, and people just really don't enjoy it. Like, people don't enjoy Modern Warfare 2, so why should I upload it? You know what I mean? Like, I've done it for long enough. I think I've done nearly as many videos in this game, if not more, than I have with any of the other games.
He's not fucking running around with one up to people.
No, but like throwing knife, it's funny because you can still stab people with them. That you might as well use a throwing knife because then you got 3 weapons. Yeah, that throwing knife is like having a fucking blade, basically. You know, like them swords.
Yeah, I use it in Resurgence, not in this.
No, I use it in this. It's good.
No one cares. Jesus Christ. Well, I didn't get the challenge done in that match, so let's run it back. Let's get another match and let's get this fucking thing done. I hope this time they actually give me a little bit of a tamer lobby than that, because that lobby was sweaty as fuck. God damn. So just so you guys know, we've got 5 more to go. 5 more. And as you guys know, if we get POLYATOMIC done, we automatically get ORION as well. So ORION is kind of funny because I separated the 2 videos when I was covering them for those videos earlier this year, because they are technically like 2 separate camos, but they're not really, they don't work the same as the Damascus and Obsidian grinds work in Modern Warfare 2019. They're not really an entirely different grind, because in this game, when you get one of the camos and you've got it for all the weapons, automatically any other weapons you do in the future will automatically unlock ORION. So ORION doesn't really work as its own grind that well. It's kind of like dependent on POLYATOMIC, which it's very unique. And that's kind of why I think with this video, I just kind of want to pair them together. It's just better to do that, I think, for the convenience of people watching. And, you know, like I say, it doesn't really stand alone as its own separate grind. They're kind of just like the same thing, in a way. One of them actually requires a challenge. The other one just requires you to do, to do that challenge in a large amount to get that one. So it's not like its own standalone camo with a challenge for it, so... Campers. The temptation to complete the challenge and then leave the game is like very high, but the thing is, I am kind of, cautious of trying to collect these souls as well. Oh god. Oh, this guy could be a backstabber. Oh, I can't do it because the fucking game's lagging. Jesus Christ. What is he doing? No! Don't do this to me! That was not a backstabber. Oh, get off the floor. Get off the floor. I don't know if I got 2 there or not. That could have been a solid 2. I don't know. I really don't know. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell which one of these are backstabbers when you've got a fucking 99 ping spike through the roof every time you interact with a player. I want to know how bad your internet is, guys. Like, do you get internet like this? It can't just be me, surely. Like, COD must be doing something to amplify the lag. Because I've heard that this is quite a common encounter for a lot of COD players. COD seems to amplify lag. Okay, well, there you go. We've finished the challenge. So that means we've finished every gun in this game. Yeah, that's the entire game completed. As far as camo grinds, the game's finished. Okay? I can, proudly say... I say proudly very lightly, by the way. I can proudly say I've finished Modern Warfare 2. Okay guys, so I did of course complete the match off camera, and as you can see, just to confirm it further with you guys, just so you can clearly see it right there, there's the POLYATOMIC camo, and there is the ORION camo. So that is actually every single gun, every weapon in this game completed, finally. So any more time I spend on this game is literally, as usual, just working through weapon mastery on as many guns as I possibly can. I've actually done it on a large majority of weapons. Like, if I generally am to show you now, on let's say the Expedite 12, how many charms I have got in this game for weapons, it's kind of crazy. Like, there is quite a lot. We've got 1, we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That 25. I've done 25 weapons for weapon mastery so far, and I think there's above, like, over 55. I'm not sure how many in general, like maybe 60 something, 70 weapons in this game. So it's kind of crazy. Like, I've done a good majority, a good large amount of weapons for weapon mastery. But anyway, you guys don't care about that. Let's get to the inspects. I'm probably going to show, like, polyatomic Orion, just for each gun. Just do the 2 cameras on that gun before showing the next gun, rather than doing, you know, polyatomic on all of them and then doing Orion on all of them. I think it makes sense to just show the weapon with both of its camos on and then get to the next gun. So I'll do that for all of them, and I'll probably, as usual, not use the webcam because it kind of obscures the screen and it's not really necessary. So we'll take the webcam out for that part, but yeah. So anyway, see you in the inspects. Let's go! Okay guys, so here we are on the inspects. So let's start off with the assault rifles, as you all know, and work our way down to the melees. There is a lot of guns in this game, for some reason, that are just so similar to one another, and that's something I just really want to point out to anyone who isn't too familiar with this game. No, I don't look at the same gun twice for some of these. They're just literally variants of the same thing, so like M13B and M13C, and then you've got like the 2 ISO SMGs that are very similar, and you've got this ISO assault rifle. Yeah, there's a lot of, you know, new guns that are basically just rehashes of other guns and stuff like that. And also the Lockman sub was turned into the Lockman Shroud, which is just the MP5 but on like a semi-auto mode. It's just really weird. But let's talk about these leftover guns that we have actually done. Like I say, it's been a good grind. I think I kind of said that in the first Orion video and the first polyatomic video. But, you know, obviously, seeing as we're like looking at both of these camos in one for the leftover video, I thought I'd just touch upon the 2 of them. Personally, I am more of a fan of Orion. That just makes a lot of sense, I suppose, because it just looks better to most people, I would say, anyway. I think most of us can agree that, but I think it just looks better. Polyatomic definitely was better for having the movement update. I don't know if the camo was moving in the first video I made when I unlocked it, but I'm pretty sure since then it was updated. That's why it moves now. So yes, polyatomic is definitely better now that it moves, but it's not a huge change, and either way it's still not as good, but it's still a nice camo. I would definitely say polyatomic in general looks a lot nicer than Damascus from 2019, because Damascus looked really nice. In my opinion, it was underrated, but it didn't move, so it was kind of a letdown. But in this case, we've got this polyatomic thing that kind of covers more of the gun, and it just looks really nice. Yeah, especially in the lighting. I mean, just look at it. It's beautiful. But yeah, I really have to say that these leftover guns were a lot of fun to do. I don't know whether to say they were more fun than the first set of guns I did or less fun. I think they were a lot more fun, actually, just than the first few guns I did, or the first 55 plus guns I did, because these ones just had a bit more flavor to them. As we know, when the game starts rolling out DLC weapons, they're usually a lot more interesting. They have a lot more kicks to them. They look different. A lot of these guns just look very unique as well. Like, you know, a lot of these assault rifles look very unique, I can say, and the shotguns as well. So these were a lot more fun to do, and obviously with the snipers, they were some of the newer sort of snipers that were inspired by, like, you know, the I think the intervention from one of the older Call of Duty games, and then we had some other heavy hitting snipers as well in there. It was just really cool though, and the melees were just so interesting. I just really liked what they did with the melees this year. They were super cool, and can I say, I am still stuck on which has the better inspect for this video, whether it's the 9mm Daemon pistol or the dual camas. No, actually, sorry, it's not the dual camas, it's the one, yeah, it is the dual camas, the one we just literally unlocked in the video then. Like, I don't know which one of those has a better inspect. They both look really cool, and they both happen to be at the end of this video, which is kind of funny, but I don't know. I feel like they just spice up the reloads a bit more when the games progress. You know, the game progresses, we get cooler inspects for the weapons. Are a bit more, you know, unique and stand out a lot more. I have to say, I wasn't at first considering putting a Kimbo in there for the pistols, but obviously since I did it with the previous polyatomic, no, I didn't do it with the polyatomic, but with the Orion video previously, I did do it after forgetting to do it in the polyatomic video. In this one, I figured it just makes sense to put them in there as well for this, and I didn't realize it, but the Akimbo inspect does actually change up some of the inspects for these guns. With one of them, I think it's the 9mm Daemon, it has a, like, when it turns, the chamber is fired back and a bullet flies out, and then he rolls it and drops it back into the chamber. And when you've got it in akimbo mode, it doesn't do that. So there is actually quite an altered animation with the akimbos in specs, as opposed to just the singular weapon. So I thought that was really cool that I didn't notice that, but it is different. Also, considering I'm a bit of a sentimental person, I'll do what I do with the other videos where I finished off the camos and just talk about each of the dates when I did the guns, so you can kind of get a timeline for when I did them since that video, because it's been since the start of the year I've been working on these guns. So, and do keep in mind, Americans, I'm not going to read the month before the date, so I do apologize. Sorry, not sorry. The M13B, I did it on the 28th of January. The Chimera was on the 27th of January, so I think I did that one the day before. So I didn't go in chronological order for a lot of these, just because either they were locked. I think M13B, I did that one afterwards because it was locked with the DMZ challenge, and that was so tedious. If you guys remember doing that, or if you haven't done that one yet, the M13B challenge, getting it in DMZ, is so unbelievably boring and tedious. But yeah, so back to what I was saying. The ISO Hemlock, I did that on the 9th of April. The Tempest Razorback was on the 23rd of July. The FR Avancer was on the 25th of August. The M13C was on the 24th of August. So again, I did that the day before. So I guess the FR Avancer was probably locked behind a paywall or some shit in the Battle Pass. That's probably my best guess. Then the TR-76 Geist was on the 18th of October. The Cronin Squall was on the 15th of May. The Bass P was on the 29th of January. The ISO 45 was on the 12th of July. The Lackman Shroud was on the 26th of September. The ISO 9mm was on the 12th of October. The KV Broadside was on the 14th of March. The MX Guardian was on the 17th of July. The Crossbow was on the 22nd of March. The Tempest Torrent was on the 11th of April. Then the Victus XMR was on the 6th of February. The FJX Imperium was on the 27th of April. The Karak 300 was on the 29th of August. The FTAC Siege was on the 3rd of June, I believe. Yeah, I'm trying to get these months right by just looking at the number. The GS Magna was on the 12th of June, and then the 9mm Daemon was on the 28th of September. The Dual Kodachis was on the 5th of April. The Tomfer was on the 1st of July. The Pickaxe was on the 26th of September. And then the Dual Kamas was obviously the other day when I recorded that part of the video, and that was on the 4th of November. So that is a lot of guns across pretty much like 8, 9 months, 10 months of the year. And yeah, it's actually just crazy how much time each of those guns took whilst I was doing the weapon mastery challenges for those, you know, little shitty charms, you know. They're not really anything special, but I figured I'd do it to fill in the time. And obviously part of the reason it took so long was because these were slowly drip fed into the game through seasonal updates. So if I'd had them all there in front of me at the start of January, which obviously would never have happened, but if I did hypothetically, I probably would have finished all of them within 2 months, maybe or less. So it is obviously to do with the fact that we've had seasonal updates that introduced each of these weapons. So it's yeah, it's a lot of guns, and I don't know which of these I personally preferred grinding the most, because seeing as we've already kind of touched up about Polyatomic and Orion as an overall grind in the first video, I haven't got too much to add there. So in terms of these guns, I would have to say the most fun I probably had was grinding either the shotguns or it was probably the snipers. I feel like the snipers were just a lot more interesting to use this time round, and they were probably my favorite, just getting back into quick scoping, having some DLC snipers in there. And the shotguns in here were so broken that they were just a lot of fun to use. That's probably my entire wrapped up thoughts of these leftover Orion and Polyatomic guns. Let me know which you thought was the coolest in the inspecs. I personally think it's the dual camas, actually, out of all of them, but the 9mm Daemon is a close second. But yeah, very cool. Love these guns and weapons. I'm interested to see what Modern Warfare 3 has got for us, so I'm staying tuned for that grind. But anyway, thank you for watching. Smash a like, and you know, check out all the playlists down below for Modern Warfare 2, etc, etc. Modern Warfare 2, it's been fun, even though my experience was mostly tarnished by lag. I'm looking forward to the next one. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.